Alright guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Lee.
I'm Ben, and welcome back to Evil GT.
Yeah, welcome back. Today is going to be what we both think about these cars.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Styling.
And
right.
off camera, before this happened by the way, this lunatic seems to think that the GTR is a more aggressive looking car than this is.
Right, so excuse the fact that we're behind the camera, but you can hear us, right? So look at the GTR,
mate,
and look at the RS6. The RS6 is an amazing looking car.
Yeah.
But the front end, it just looks more aggressive.
Really?
Don't you think?
No chance, mate.
I mean, forget
really
the bumper mismatch.
Right, I don't. Yeah. Forget the two-tone. I'm talking like all of, all like the straight lines, and this has just got like a droopy sort of half grille.
The thing with that is, it's got contrast. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love that. I do love it.
Yeah.
But it's one colour.
Well,
it doesn't stand out so much.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. You bought it in black. That's why.
I know,
if you did the same
that's what
thing,
I'm saying. I like it. I'm just saying, out of the two, that is a more aggressive looking car.
You tell us in the comments if you agree with him. I think he's full of shite. If you look at the car from a side profile, that is definitely more aggressive looking.
Right, well, it's not got to that yet.
Because it's a two-door coupe. But the front of it, what? That is more aggressive than that.
I would say, yeah. Look at the lights and everything. Look at all this. Yeah, you've still got all this down the bottom. That is an aggressive looking car. If you put it up against a Corsa, of course it is, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is we're comparing these two.
Yeah.
So it's this one against that, not against anything else.
That's what I've just done.
This is massively aggressive, but that is more. So, of course it is.
You tell us what you think. If the front end of that is more aggressive than the front end of this.
Right, it's not even got any bonnet vents.
No.
If it had bonnet vents, it might be a bit more aggressive.
Because this is suave and sophisticated, mate. You can get bonnet vents like that from Alfred's.
Look, they're functioning.
So, all right, well, from the side then, I think that does look more aggressive. It's a two-door sports car.
Yeah, massively.
It's going to, isn't it?
Just from this angle, you looking at this angle, right? Yeah. So I'm looking from here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a horrible car. I love it.
Yeah.
I do love the car. Yeah. What I'm saying is that is miles more aggressive styling than that.
The side on, I agree. I actually agree with you on the side on. The front, no way. But the side on, yeah, it is. But that's because that's a two-door coupe and that's an estate.
I love wheels, right?
Yeah.
And it makes or breaks a car for me.
Yeah.
The wheels.
Yeah.
Which ones are better? Bearing in mind he's an Audi fanboy, as you keep saying.
I do actually think that I prefer the wheels on the Nissan. However, there's a caveat with that. If you were to put them wheels on this and these wheels on that, they'd then look shit. I'd prefer...
Well, that's got 22s on it for a start.
Yeah.
This has got 20s.
Yeah.
So they would look shit on both cars.
20s?
This has got 20s.
Little trolley wheels on it.
Yeah,
what's up with it?
Yeah. 255, 40, 20.
255s?
255s, yeah. So
255 on the front of my RS3.
So if you swapped them out,
Shite, mate.
It'd look shit because that's got smaller wheels, and this would look shit because they're too big.
All right, so take the size out of the equation. If they were just the design of the wheel,
in a big size, would be okay for that.
Yeah.
I don't think they go anywhere near suiting that car.
No, there's only one set of wheels that you love. And
GT3 wheels. I don't even like these.
I prefer them wheels. Yeah. They just need to be bigger.
Okay, so this hasn't got much going for it yet, even though I do love it.
Well, it's better looking from the front for a start.
It's better looking if you want a little bit of...
aggression, styling.
You want a bit of stylish aggression. I would say that stylish. This is just out and out there on styling. It always has been, from like 2008-9 when they brought this out. It was always out there. I mean, it's a bit dulled down now because it's been out for so many years.
Well, it's not changed, hardly.
But this, really, you look at the changes of the RS6 from back to whenever it come out, early 2000, right? Through to now, it's made a massive difference.
Well, the C8 to the C7 is the biggest jump. Do you think that is 25 grand more worth of car than that one?
Most definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. It's got 25 grand's worth of interior better than that. I mean, the interior on that is basic.
Yeah.
The interior on that, you've got to admit, it's like being in a rocket ship compared to that. It's like being in a bog standard car.
I mean, what's frustrating is the tech when these first come out, the tech was amazing. When it first come out, even Clark, I remember the thing on Top Gear, and he was like, it's like a fucking PlayStation. It's unbelievable, all the gadgets and gizmos and stuff.
12 years ago,
but it's not changed since, has it?
If you didn't know a GTR and you sat in that and you sat in a 10-year-old one, you'd say, what's the difference?
Yeah.
From the front end, like steering wheel, everything.
Yeah. But even on the outside, you have to really look.
Yeah.
The bumper on the outside of the older one is sort of a little bit more rounded, and they have them little sort of lights in the bumper.
They've not done much to the styling. No. They've done enough to sell them. If you had a choice of owning one, and you're more of a family man, you've got to go for that.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If it was just you, like it is, on your own,
I'd still go for that.
you would probably, but I think the majority of
Just 'cause
people
it's a
that are
better
into
car?
cars would go with that.
Why?
But then they'd own it for 12 months and then they'd buy one of them.
Is that because they get fed up with it eventually?
Yeah, they'd get fed up with it. They're not everyone's cup of tea, these. Let's have a listen to how they sound. So straight away, the GTR wins because you can hear it.
But what did that sound like before your Y pipe?
Nowhere near like that. Yeah, well that's not the point I'm talking about now.
No, yeah, but as a standard car, it's a lot quieter, obviously, with that.
Way quieter.
With
yeah.
a standard exhaust without your Y pipe.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, because that doesn't have a GPF, so I'm assuming if you were to do the equivalent to this, it would make that louder.
Okay.
But that definitely is louder.
But we are just talking about now. So that hasn't got like an exhaust modification, so
Yeah.
that wins, yeah?
Yeah.
The valve's open. Yeah.
It is quite quiet, isn't it? Let's hear the little motorbike, can't we? It does
Straight
sound-
away it sounds different. You can tell it's not a V8, that's for certain. Well, let me just say, this wins.
Sounds like a dog barking.
Hands down that wins.
Yeah, it does.
Hands down.
It does sound better. I'll let you have that.
Okay, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm having it.
Back bumper's still two-tone though, I've just realised again.
Yeah, it looks better when it's dirty. So I did complain about the seating position in that. Headroom here, I've got that much. I know I've got a hat on, but
Yeah.
I haven't got any hair anyway.
Yeah.
To
Your tallywhacker doesn't catch on the roof.
whatever. Right, so, but this is the seats in its lowest position. It won't-
That is, do you know what? I've just realised how bent your legs are. That isn't actually that low down, is it?
No. So, but you do get the feeling of being up high in this.
Yeah.
Whereas that,
Which is surprising because you think this would be the more sort of civilised, like, you know, higher up type seating position, but
Yeah.
obviously it's not.
can I just say something I don't actually like about this car? Is the electronic handles.
Right.
I thought I did it at the beginning. I thought, oh yeah, that's nice and it's good, but I don't like the feel. You open it and then it opens. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, there's like a split
It's like a
second
delay. I don't like it. Right, so someone's short ass has been in this.
Might be me, yeah.
Right. Look at that now.
Oh yeah, the headroom.
But you feel lower. Forget the headroom, but there is more, but you feel lowered as well.
Yeah.
And you can get this, even though this isn't classed as the sportier car, obviously that is, you can get this into a much better position. You can get the steering wheel exactly where you want it. There's more adjustment. This is a better cabin to be in for comfort, and just it's a little bit more ergonomic for me anyway as a person. Maybe if you was a bit shorter, someone like you won't really make.
Well, you are very sort of physically awkward, so I see why you need all that adjustment.
Difference with this is when you're in the car, it's just a deep rumble.
Yeah.
There's no real definition to it, but it's only now you can hear the exhaust tips making that noise because the cabin is so well insulated.
One of your reasonings for that, I was saying this to you the other day, is it's double glazed.
All right.
So
Oh yeah.
there's some houses that aren't double glazed, but your car is. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. I've got it now.
Yeah, well, who doesn't live in a house with double glazing these
Some
days?
people don't. I mean, not
Yeah.
many, but some people don't. But your car has double glazing. So in regards to sound deadening and double glazing, that's the reason why.
Well, when
it's
you're
so
25
quiet.
grand, there's an extra grand all the way around.
Just in glass.
Yeah. It's a lot noisier, even though it's not noisy, but it's noisier than the RS6. I mean, you can hear you can hear everything.
You can hear the engine more, you can hear the exhaust more, you can hear like it's like a whine. It almost sounds a little bit supercharger-ish, but it's not. I don't know what that is.
But it's whining from the back. Definitely coming from the back.
Weird.
But this does win on the noise.
Oh yeah.
Front.
With your wide pipe.
Yeah.
That you aftermarket fitted aftermarket.
Well, there's certain things that these need.
Is there anything that we can upgrade on you to make you sound good?
Well,
Not like a fucking moaning old fart.
less of the old. If that's got an aftermarket exhaust on, it's probably might actually sound better.
Who knows? We want to know what it sounds like with the Acron, don't we?
Definitely, yeah.
I wanted to ask you what your thoughts were on modification potential. Now, it's not
Are you talking
uncommon.
about cost or just the ability to modify?
Probably a bit of both, because to get big gains for little money initially, this seems to be better. But then to get bigger gains later on, I think the overall, because I mean, it's not uncommon for these to be what, 12, 13, 1400 horsepower.
Yep.
Now, I've never known these to be over 1,000 horsepower.
Because
But then I don't know, because apparently a lot of the shit in this is already forged.
yeah, and I don't think people that are buying that, even the older ones, they might be modifying, but this is a more, I mean, it's JDM type, it's not a JDM car,
Yeah.
but it's that culture
Yeah.
of modifications, not just the way it looks, but obviously powered as well. You can do a stage 1 APR on it, which will cost whatever, £1,000 for argument's sake, with no hardware change, and you're going to get about 125 horsepower extra. What that's at now, which is 850 Newton meters, 666 horsepower, and it's been limited torque-wise because Andy did it, obviously AC, and he said that's safe. So yeah, I think tuning capabilities, I think there's more available for this.
Overall,
Over
but like
the whole,
the initial tune bit,
the initial tune bit,
the gains seem to
think
be amazing.
it'd be cheaper to get a considerable gain on that, but you can get a race
Race chip,
for that, and that's £500, and that gives you 70 horsepower.
660S or 70
And,
horsepower, yeah.
So basically what I got on that, horsepower wise, for £500,
Quarter of the cost,
you can get it on that.
and that's just a plug and play.
Which has got the better brakes.
Well, I can't remember what your brakes were like before the track day. I know what they're like now, and they're shite.
The brakes on that, night and day difference, and here's why. Look at the size of those calipers, and the discs are a little bit bigger. Discs are probably similar size, but the calipers bigger.
I'd say that the calipers are big. I'm sure they're 10 pots, if I remember rightly.
Yeah,
at the
well,
front.
there's a reason that stops better. So I'll give the brakes to the RS6.
There you go. So overall, it wins.
If you could have one of these, you had to only have, you can't have both, right?
Yeah.
Which one? And your reason being? You've got no other cars anyway,
Right, and you can't have any other cars,
No.
is what I'm saying.
So one of these has to go.
Well,
so
it would definitely be the RS6 then.
So you'd have the RS. Well,
If
why?
it was the only car I could have, because you still have fun in it, not as much fun, but you can still have fun in it. It's still just as tunable, or it's still tunable. You still get 1,000 horsepower out of one. It's more practical. In my opinion, I think it's better looking. It's got better technology. It's got a better interior. It's more comfortable. The small sacrifice in the odd occasion where you're going to be driving it like a complete and utter hooligan, in the 1% or the 100%, do you know what I mean? I could, take that 1% over the 99% of the time when you're going to be driving it fairly sensibly. And it's a V8.
Yeah.
V8, twin turbo.
I'm saying probably, I'm only guessing, if I'd owned them two cars for 2 years,
Yeah.
I'd probably keep that one.
Oh, what?
Right?
Yeah.
But at this moment in time, that one is probably going to get sold because the potential to have a great car is right there. This is a great car, but I've not explored the facts of that being a great car yet. I've only had it for a week, just over. The styling's good, not as good as that. The interior is way better. The feel of the car is way better from a comfort point of view. I feel better sat there. When it's got its exhaust mod, it'll sound just as good as that, even though that's V6, that's V8. It's more practical, ticks a lot more boxes at this moment in time.
I mean, your ideal garage would be to have both, wouldn't it? It'd be to have this as a daily driver and that is your weekend hooligan blip car.
And if you want to go even more ideal, I'd have your RS3 as well, just for the baby version of that. So yeah, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.
Please
Thanks for
like
all the
and
likes.
subscribe. Thank you.
I completely understand if you dislike this video, but try and avoid it if you don't mind.
Because we're comparing two cars that are completely different, and I've got my opinions, you've got your opinions, and people aren't going to like that.
And they are not based on any facts.
No facts whatsoever.
So it's just our opinion. Thanks for watching. Sorry the video is so long. See you later.
Ta-ra.